if you guys didn't watch this, this is a set a lot of people are still talking about today. Basically, you know, the Don Daria Street Fighter, Mr. Daigo Umehara, got absolutely scraped, mangled, bodied, destroyed, ripped apart, a whole bunch of other verbs that I can't think of, by Kazunoko. In recent memory, Kazunoko has had the upper hand on Daigo, but it was never really as like bad as people think. They have gone like back and forth for a period of time or whatever, but yeah, he definitely does get bodied, right? Okay. So in this set, this is obviously in Capcom Cup. Top 8, winners, you know, winner side, there's like, what, $250,000 in this pool right now, in this top 8 bracket. So obviously there's a lot on the line. This is the most in any Street Fighter tournament ever. So, you know, there's nerves on the line, there's a whole bunch of things. And to be honest, I think watching this, I think Daigo was very nervous. Like, I know it sounds so crazy, like, what the fuck is Daigo? Oh my god. But you gotta understand, like, Daigo's human. He's not a god, right? And he says it himself. Like, he even has to overcome, you know, like, emotions and stuff like that. So, that's the case here. That's the same thing that ends up happening. I feel like as I was watching this set, you can see him become really uncomfortable. And this is just me discussing the outside elements of the game. But to get into the game, so Daigo playing Evil Ryu, of course, signature character for the past year and a half, versus Kazunoko's Yun. If you don't know who Kazunoko is, he's an exceptional Guilty Gear player that has migrated towards Street Fighter in AE when Yun was announced. And he's been slaying a lot of people ever since. He hasn't won anything really like major, like to the masses, but although I think that him winning Canada Cup 2011 was pretty good. And he won CEO also this year. And obviously, he won this entire tournament. If you guys didn't know, spoilers, I should have said that at the beginning of this, but my bad. So, in terms of the matchup, what I want you guys to like keep an eye on is, let's break down the facts of Yun right now, right? He's a mobile character who has great damage when he gets in, obviously, right? And he has a command grab. So him having a command grab is going to force people to defend a certain way. They're going to be a lot like more on edge because of the fact that command grab exists. Does that make sense to you guys? So the thing about Daigo is super confident in his defense. So in a lot of situations, you're going to see Daigo like just get command grabbed, and I think it doesn't register to a lot of players like a character this mobile has a command grab. Why does he have one? I don't know, but he has one. So it's just something we got to fight around, right? Evil Ryu in this matchup, obviously he's a very burst mode heavy character. Basically, he doesn't have to maul you, but he can get extreme amounts of damage in like small increments, like of time, right? So like he can just land so much damage in this specific like situation. One situation, it doesn't have to be like a series of. So that's what really like excels him as a character compared to the rest of the cast, and what makes him S tier in a lot of people's eyes. So look here for how Kazunoko utilizes Yun's mobility to really discourage Daigo on the ground. Like, it's completely like sapped all of his energy and focus. Daigo's known for obviously beating people on the ground, right? But the thing is, Yun is able to approach in two ways by transitioning from the ground, you know, through dashes, walking forward, focus dashes, whatever, right? Overheads, whatever. But what makes him really godlike is the fact that he can do this in the air. His dive kicks aren't as scary as they were in AE because they're not instant off the ground, right? But the thing is, the way Kazunoko transitions with his dive kick is like, I don't think there's anybody in the world who does it as well as him, regardless of the character, even like Rufus like players, because the way he like utilizes his dive kicks, it really creates like this hesitation in his opponent, because he neutral jumps and he pays attention to how you want to respond to his neutral jumps, right? And then that's what he will base the rest of his approach around. for that round. Because, you know, every top player has a strategy, which is like, you know, it's preset before they go into the match. But it's just loose enough to where they can experiment and observe the opponent and then kind of adjust around that, right? So that's basically what goes on here. So let's see. Alright, so as I play this, I want you guys to pay attention to the big points are how does Kazunoko's mobility influence the match. You're gonna see a lot of that, and pay attention to what modes both players are in. Like the smallest nuances will tell you what is on their mind, and I'm gonna help you guys see this. I'm gonna walk you guys through this, of course. So let me just fast forward. Okay, ready? All right. Okay, cool. So start of the match, super important. Evil Ryu's not as mobile as Yun, right? So Daigo kind of is just like automatically forced, not really forced, but this is his decision to be in a observant state of mind. And you'll see, because the first thing he does, I believe, is walk up jab, right? Let's see. So let's see. Walk up jab. Ooh, okay, so he did do it. So he did walk up jab. Oh, let me put it on a slower speed so you guys can see it. Let's see. So he does walk up jab. So that jab is, you know, to the average player, it's like, oh, okay, whatever. You don't even see that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're just so focused on your own thing that you don't care. But the ironic thing about this game is the better you get, the more you actually care about your opponent than you do your own gameplay. Game plan, that is. So Kazunoko is so like fast at adapting. I never noticed this until I watched this set in depth like I did today. I was like, holy shit, this dude does not get any credit. They just think it's Yun, but it's Kazunoko, how fast he is at picking up a player's mode, you know, like what state of mind they're in. So Daigo doing the jab, right? So let's break down jabs really quick. So jabs are usually feints. So by Daigo doing this at the very start, it means that he's observing, because he's not committing to anything that's real extremely punishable, you know? He's walking up, he does jab. So this jab does multiple things. If Kazunoko were to dive kick, and if Daigo performed it correctly, he could anti-air with the jab, right? But I'm pretty sure Daigo's played him enough to know that Kazunoko doesn't immediately dive kick at the start of their sets, because Japanese players, they all play each other as if they've never played each other before, in this weird way where they just watch, like, who are you as a player, you know? Even though they've played each other thousands of times, you know? So this jab is a telegraphs Daigo is in an observant mode, so he's kind of just experimenting, right? And you're going to see this. So Kazunoko neutral jumps, right? And by Kazunoko neutral jumping, you notice he doesn't commit to anything either. He could have done a delayed dive kick if he wanted to, but this is just him observing too. So this is his own preference on how to observe, because that's his character's taste, his character's, you know, the way he's designed. That's how Kazunoko is, that's how he perceives doing something like that. So he does a fireball, right? So that's a, look at this. Why is Kazunoko jumping forward? All of a sudden he's jumping forward, right? He got anti-aired though. But let's play that back. I know this is going to be really weird, but like how I'm playing this, I'm going to play the first round a lot, because it's going to tell the story of the set. So I'm going to break down the first round a lot more, like several times, but then we're going to just play the rest of the set, because you guys are going to be able to see the themes and the strategies of these two players. So again, start of the match, just trying to recognize the state of mind. And that fireball right there, Kazunoko's a funny guy. He like automatically just switches to, okay, Daigo's taking risks because he just threw fireball. Now I'm going to go crazy. Because why else would he jump forward? Right? Could have saw maybe another fireball, like he thinks Daigo's going to do back-to-back fireballs. But the point is that Kazu was in that state of mind of, I'm going to just go in. Daigo anti-airs with the jump jab. This is really good. This is high quality because it's fast enough. See how he whiffed that low forward? He whiffed that low forward. He whiffed the low forward, but so if he were to jump, right, he could have uppercutted with DP, but let's say if he didn't, if he wanted to air, if he tried to do anything that was too slow, like a heavy attack to get more damage, Kazu would have just counter hit him, because he's still recovering from this low forward. Kazunoko's already in the air where he wants to be, right? So if he were to jump, you see how he jumped right here? he would have been counter hit by this button, but the thing is he did jump like light punch. Yeah, see? That's 3 frames. 4 frames at most, so that was pretty good. The damage wasn't that significant, as you can see, so it's not enough to really like tell somebody, especially somebody as stubborn as Kazunoko, like, hey, you need to stop jumping in on me, you fucking asshole. But it does send some sort of a message that he is sharp enough in the moment to anti-air, you know? So you see he goes back to these feint attacks. Okay. And Kazunoko bites. But you see that adjustment? This is so big. Look at that. So he does the feints, right? And he tries to do it again, but this time Kazunoko's already pressed the button. He's preemptively committed to it. So he's already committed to this, and this counter hits, as you can see. This is all subtle, but this tells you the state of mind that these players are in, the mind game that they're willing to you know, be engaged in. What else is this? Let's see. Again, he could have just anti-aired, right? But you see this? He did neutral jump, jump forward. So, seeing that, you can now say, well, okay, so this is a pattern, or this sequence is something Kazunoko is willing to do. So, let's say later on in the end game, where his life is like starting to dip, if you were to see this neutral jump, then you could be like, well, maybe he's about to dive kick after, because he did it at the beginning of the set. Okay, so you got the counter hit. Let's see. Ah, okay. So this is another big thing, guys. Is that with dive kick players, you're going to see this. This is going to help you a lot defensively and offensively if you're dive kick players. They will block string and create sweep range. This range right here, right? This is Footsie's range, essentially. And this is the same range where a focus attack would hit. But the thing is, his jump right here is to cover both options. A lot of, you know, Ryu players, Daigo will do this too, is if he knows his opponent is patient and defensive, or just observing, he'll just leverage this single moment in time and low forward on block, gain the meter, and cancel into fireball, right? As you can see, Kazunoko just immediately commits to neutral jump dive kick for that exact reason. So that was potentially to counter hit any sort of counter poke that would have occurred, because that could have covered, I'm pretty sure, stand medium kick also. But Daigo is sharp and he knows. So that's why he does the jump back heavy kick. So let's see. So you see, this is why he's more confident with going into sweep range now and doing the low forward. Right there. Because Kazunoko, I'm pretty sure, could have just held up forward. Or just dive kick on top of that button. Because that button's really slow, 7 frames. So this is the mistake that Daigo's making, is for some reason he wasn't buffering during his recovery of his buttons. He has a 3-frame DP, so if you guys didn't know, in this game, if you empty jump, you have 0 frames of recovery on the ground. But if you press a button, you have 4 frames, actually. But the first 2 frames, you can't block, but you can tech. I believe that's how it works. In the 3rd and 4th frame, you can tech, but you can't move. I don't know. Somebody probably can help me out on this. I don't remember it exactly, but so he still could have DP'd right here, and it would have anti-aired him. But for some reason during the set, he just wasn't confident in doing it. I think that's like the big issue here with Daigo in this set. Okay, so that was interesting. So he created the sweep range right here, right? And he counterpoked this time because he countered Kazunoko trying to jump in that previous time by doing jump back roundhouse. So maybe that, you know, that's just the Yomi right there. He feels like, okay, I've kind of conditioned him here to chill out, so let me just commit to it. Let's see, speed this up a little bit. Okay, that's big. So remember that right here. He did anti-air with the stand light kick, and he committed to a throw. I'm pretty sure it was a Kara throw. Oh no, it was a regular throw, but whatever. So he throws him. So remember that. Ooh, okay, that was interesting. This is important too, guys. Is when somebody backdashes, pay attention to what they do. As you can see, Kazunoko try to do stand medium punch right there. Okay. Well, that was really good. That was supposed to be the delay crouch tech. Okay, so he backdashed. Okay, that's interesting. And neutral jumped again. Remember what I just told you guys in this situation right here? When I said, what does he do when he backdashes? Defensively, when he backdashes, this is what he does, right? Look at that. Look, up. Neutral jump. Okay, so this is the big thing here, right? Is Kazunoko did the fastest possible dive kick that Yun can do, basically the lowest altitude, and it's just fast enough so where if anybody were to level 2 focus, right, he could still backdash and punish it because it's not high. If Kazunoko did it a lot higher, where like at the beginning of the set he was delaying his dive kicks, then this would have crumpled. But you see, this is how he punishes him. So. Okay, so this is important. So Daigo is committing to stand medium kicks defensively and going for trades. This is what happened the other time when the roles were reversed and Kazunoko was cornered. He did backdash, he did stand strong, and it traded with the stand medium kick. So this is how a lot of spacing is going to be created with that button. Oh yeah, that was pretty bad. So let's watch this situation again. So what is Kazunoko's state of mind here? Okay, so he did punish that. And then the trade height backdashed. Neutral jump again. Neutral jump. Okay, so he's looking for something. Alrighty. See, so when this happens, right? This is the scariest thing is when somebody's jumping, and you're not in the range to punish them. This is the worst thing to do. This is like cardinal sin #1 against dive kick characters. Walking back. Because now you're giving them the range where they can empty jump and create a fucking 50-50. And you don't want to do that. Because then that makes the character that much scarier because of their mobility. What Daigo could have done was walk forward instead. You see? Because if he was alert enough in this situation, maybe this is where nerves came into play, he would have noticed that, you know, every time he backdashed and this range was created, the start of the match spacing, that Kazunoko would neutral jump. What Daigo could have done was take the step forward and anti-air him right here. He could have walked up and just air-to-aired him, or walked up and uppercutted him, because even if he canceled it, he would have got hit. You see? But the thing is, the issue is he walked back. So this shows nervousness. There's like some sort of like uncomfort here, or discomfort, my bad, for Daigo. And he backdashes. See, this is uncharacteristic of him as a player. And that's why he gets sniped low, and Kazunoko ends the match with the cheap stuff. So let's see. Match 2. What happens? Okay. So this is interesting. Kazunoko goes into this like counter defensive mindset when he's just observing. Like he neutral jumps or he walks back. It's really interesting. But he looks for something to punish. And you see fireball. This is the same thing that happened the first round. Let me see if I can show you guys. So we're at 349 now. So remember when Daigo was doing the feints? And then Kazunoko was triggered for blood. You see that? So if Daigo was alert enough, he would have noticed the same exact thing happen. If Daigo's focus was in the correct areas of the matchup, he would have noticed that. Okay, so that's triggering Kazunoko's jump, at least in the opening game of the matches. You see? So let's see. Okay. See, and now he's walking back. This is really bad because when you're walking back, like I said earlier, you're outside of your anti-air range, but you're also giving him the range to empty jump in and close distance. See, so this sequence right here was really bad. Daigo was just on edge. He's just walking back. And this is the thing too, guys, is when you're holding back, right, as a Shoto player, to go from back to DP is like an extra, like, 2 inputs if you count back, neutral, and forward. Like, so the back and neutral is an extra 2 inputs that you have to input at this point. So that's potentially 2 inputs where the opponent's character can hit you, you know, out of your buffer DP. So that's what basically happened. Well, it doesn't happen here, but I'm pretty sure. Let's see. Okay. But if you were to walk, so if Daigo were to walk forward, right, guys? If you were to walk forward after this situation, he would be able to DP a lot easier, at least, because he'd already be holding forward or be at neutral. Okay. So yeah, Kazunoko definitely smells blood here. That's why he's just committing to things. You see this? But of course, the thing about Ivari though is if you overcommit at the wrong area, you're gonna get hurt. Okay, so let's see what happens. Oh, this is where Cardinal Sin #2 happens. This is where Daigo fucks up. Let me see my notes to make sure I'm not missing anything. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Round 2, match 1. Okay. Cosmic plays. Oh, okay, yeah. So this is the big thing I took note of too. Was after the stun combo. This is where Daigo messed up because he allowed Kazunoko to create that range where he can be deceptive with his jump-ins by walking back, as you can see. See how he just created that range? Because the thing is, too, guys, is like when he backdashed, he could, you know, he could bait the DP, right? But the thing is, he could just block it also. Yeah, Kazunoko might do a wake up EX command grab. Yeah, we know he's fucking crazy like that, right? But the thing is, based off of the health situation and the meter situation, if Kazunoko were to lose, he'd go into the next round, you know, at least with the same amount of meter. For him to wake up with EX command grab would be super unlikely in this situation. So for Daigo to backdash and try to bait the uppercut, what was cool, but the thing was is he kind of stayed at that range. And this is what happened because of it. Oh, so this is a big thing too. So just to refresh really quick, let's go back. So what he could have done, you know, you could have, you know, blocked that. Okay, cool. You know, just at least get back into that range where Daigo was winning. But the thing is, now Daigo's kind of leaving it up to, he's trying to hope. By the way he's playing now, Daigo is hoping Kazunoko makes a mistake. And this is really bad. If you ever watch Daigo play when he's comfortable, he does not do this often. He usually finishes the round, right? But why is he doing it against Kazunoko? He's really uncomfortable. It's like he's nervous. But look at this. This is a key situation. A lot of people that have watched this, you guys know what comes after this. Oh yeah, the analysis is probably going to be uploaded on YouTube later. Okay, so watch this, guys. So he does. This is a key moment. This is so fucking key. I'm telling you guys. Okay, so he does stand strong into shoulder, right? Boom, on hit. But now watch what Daigo does. He does crouching strong. So that contests. So that means Daigo's contesting in that situation, right? So he's not willing to block. He's like, no, I'm not blocking here. I'm going to finish you, right? Now Kazunoko, you know, Kazunoko is a very scary man when he doesn't give a fuck, right? So he's like, oh, okay, you want to contest me, huh, you little fucking fuck face? All right, I got you. So let's watch this again. So he does hit. Oh, okay. So you walked into it. All right, that's fine. And look what happens. Daigo contests with a forward medium kick. So man, I'm telling you, Kazunoko is brilliant, guys. I know Yun can be really like annoying, but this man is just adapting at like lightning quick speeds. You see how quick that was? That one situation, he just leveraged that to create the comeback. He knew he wanted to land Ultra, and that was how he was gonna land it. Okay, so this basically tells you Kazunoko is gonna just be super aggressive this round based off how he started it. See, so of course he does the uppercut. So when somebody starts off rounds like this, it usually can tell you, it telegraphs that they're going to be aggressive with a lot of their options, even defensively. So how he handled the neutral by jumping forward, it just tells you he's just like trying to steamroll Daigo. So when Daigo approaches him on a wake up, he's probably going to try to wake up with the responses also. As you see, he got counter hit, and look right here, he tries to the uppercuts. See? So let's see. Okay. So now, okay, Kazunoko kind of shifted, but now he's back to that aggressive mode. Now he's just responding at the end of blocking fireball, with just jump forward. And of course, you know, Daigo's seen this, but for some reason, he's just off. You know, oh yeah, that was execution error, of course. Let's see. You see Daigo's he walked back and did jab. He was like, I'm not contesting that shit anymore. You see? So now there's hesitation because he's like, I don't know what the fuck Kazunoko's going to do after this situation with the shoulder. And this man is dead. Okay, so let's see. Alright, so he's back to his aggressive tactics. Oh boy. Yep. So this is that's the big thing, is Kazunoko is landing a lot of his command grabs off of the DP combos. Or anything where he like lunges forward, like anything that he ends with a lunge attack, like that lunge punch or whatever. Because that's where Daigo is being complacent defensively. He's just like, okay, I'm willing to block right now. Now, see, that's the scary thing about messing up the air-to-air. Is Yun's walk speed is good enough, and his stand strong has enough range to walk up and just punish you on the ground recovery like he did there. Just because he missed that. Just because of this one simple situation. Let me just slow it down a little bit. Let's see. Okay, so he goes for the regular throw. Okay, right there. Very interesting. Okay, so let's see. So you guys see, like, a lot of Kazunoko's dive kicks are coming off of the sweep range, because that's the range where people retaliate with buttons, even if they get hit or not. And he knows Daigo has the meter to FADC, and all of a sudden Yun's health goes from here to fucking magic pixel, right? From one combo. So that's why he's just committing to pokes like that. To this, at least. Daigo jumps. Try to get out of the corner. Or to air, because he did jump medium kick. So that accomplished, you know, two things there. He could have potentially air-to-aired him, and that would not have switched sides, but it didn't switch sides. Well, it did switch sides, but it didn't hit him. So Daigo's health is starting to dip. So you know Daigo obviously wants to land that low forward. Let's see. Oh boy. That's the second time that he's gotten him. After throwing him, he would just commit to the uppercut. I think it's like in Kazunoko's head. In this guy's head. This guy, where is he? In this guy's head, this magical fairy named Kazunoko, in his head, he's like, you know what? Fuck teching. I block, I DP, or I mash jab. Or I backdash. So his defensive, like, decisions are really, really terrifying, because when he starts backdashing, it's because he knows you don't want to option select because you're afraid of his DP, right? But the thing is if you do a delayed jab to beat his reversal DP, he'll wake up and jab and counter hit you. So he just starts committing to backdashes on wake up. Okay, so back to the neutral. Let's see. Oh wow, the range. That was regular command grab. That was crazy. That's interesting. This is a little side note. Kazunoko's like, his throws come off of that close jab a lot. Okay. Oh man, he tried to go for it again. Oh boy. Oh man. That is so rough. That dive kick and then cross up dive kick immediately. Let's see. Okay. That Kazunoko's right back to being true offensive again. Oh wow, that was really good. Damn! Again? Dash up command grab? That's Kazunoko's thing, huh? Okay, so oh boy, it's so crazy how fast he switches from like a counter defensive mode to when he's just observing, and then he's just like, okay, I smell blood. Because as soon as he sees Daigo's like increasing his risk, that's when Kazunoko will increase his risk also, or if Daigo's on edge, where he's like outside of his effective positioning. Because the thing is, Evil Ryu, even though it's scary for Evil Ryu to low forward at this range right here, where he blocked the lunge punch. Let's see. Even though it's kind of scary for him to low forward here because of the neutral jump dive kick. So this range is like, to a lot of players, will kind of put them off. Like, fuck being at this range. Like, he could just dive kick on my button. But the thing is, you want to be here because it entices him to jump, dive kick. Because if he jumps and dive kicks, you're close enough to air him easily, and you can actually walk up and DP him, you know. Or you can, if he's just empty jump, neutral jumping in front of you, you can just commit to fireball. Let's see. Oh man, this is bad. Daigo's doing the walk back stuff again. He's so uncomfortable in this set. It's insane. Let's see. Okay, so I'm gonna slow down this part. Okay. Yep, and that is surefire death. Let me see. Okay, so same thing happens. Neutral jump. You see that? So this situation is if he was alert enough, he was comfortable enough, if he was like in his Daigo state of mind, he would have challenged this situation every time. But for some reason, he was so uncomfortable because of how Kazunoko was just like blitzing at him non-stop. He was just kind of second guessing himself. Like, Daigo rarely jumps back in the corner like this. This is so rare. And he ends it with the fancy stuff. So yeah, sad Daigo. Everybody's just like mourning, like, damn, he just got bodied. Damn, he said FADC handshake. You see that, guys? You see that? You see how quick he's... Oh my god. He got the tech. He said FADC, 2 bars. Okay, I'm leaving. Wow, that's crazy. So, I want to hear what you guys have to say about that so far. What do you guys think? Let me see. Hold on. Let me see. I'm just looking over some of the stuff you guys said in the chat. Think infiltration stuck with Akuma against Daigo. Tokido's been doing well against Daigo recently. Yeah, S-Wong, I think so too. I actually like the Chun pick against Daigo. That was really good. I think he could have easily taken it. It's just that Infiltration made the mistake that Daigo made in the end when he was about to close the match out, and he just started playing differently. And it backfired. Oh, what's up, Duffman? What's up, Domingo? Let's see, walk forward towards a dive kick instead of a wait. Yeah, Fatboy, it's a lot better to walk forward. It sounds crazy, like, why would you walk into a range where I can hit you? But the thing is, it's a lot easier. Like, say if you're playing against somebody that rarely whiffs a button, you want to fight them in the range of the button, because then you can potentially counter hit them, or counter the button as it's coming out or whatever. So walking forward is a lot better for that. Let's see, Evil Ryu has a pretty good, let's see, walk forward, if you make the knock, it would be negative, even if you get hit, but Yun can mix it. Yeah, exactly, annoying. That's another thing too, is if you're closer, then the dive kick will hit you at shoulder up, so it's a lot harder for him to get advantage because of that. So if a young player prefers for his dive kick to hit you at your feet, then he's going to start moving back. But if he starts moving back, then you're moving forward, he's going to start getting cornered, right? And what he'll start to do is eventually he'll lash out because he's like, fuck, this dude's walking forward. I need to stop him from walking forward. This is stressing me the hell out. So he'll start pressing buttons. When he starts pressing buttons, you start whiff punishing. You see what I'm saying? Let's see. Let's see. Being more aggressive. I wish Daigo had better, but this is, Yep, Fatboy, that's exactly what it is. He wasn't playing like himself. Okay, so that set. Now I'm gonna show the grand final set. Let me see. Let me see. All right. I just gotta upload. I gotta get the other match from the grand final set. Oh man, yeah, dude. Gustavo played really. He played exceptional, dude. Like, Unholy. People are just haters, man. People are just corny. People are just whack. It's a lot easier to sit at home behind a keyboard and talk shit. You know what I'm saying? So like, you just can't take it serious. Gustavo did his thing, so. Let me see. Yeah, exactly. Everybody gets shitted on at some point. It's gonna happen. It's probably gonna happen to me too. You know? So whatever. Let's see. Yeah, that's why I don't like saying like, yo, I'm gonna, you know, body everybody. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, yo, I know what I'm capable of, and that's that. Like, you know, like, say if I were to play Kiyoma and I never heard of him, I'd be like, I've never heard of him, to be honest, but that's awesome because, you know, maybe I can get exposed to something I've never experienced. But to try to like downplay Kiyoma, like, I don't know. I'm not for that. That was kind of weird. Let's see. Okay, so I'm about to start the next set, guys. You guys enjoying this so far? I like how active my chat is today. This is awesome. Oh, what's up, Nate? What's up, AJ? Who else? Who else is in here? Happiness, always. Thank you for joining, guys. Rice Eater, the Arm 05. Word. Alright, cool. Okay, so we're gonna watch the grand final set now, right? And this one's gonna be, we're gonna just kind of let it ride through, and I'm gonna just, like, you know, take in what you guys see as far as how Daigo adjusted, because, you know, the set ended 3-2 for this set, the grand final set. So obviously there was some adjustments that were made. So you guys can definitely see them as we watch this now. So let me switch over. Oh, my bad, AJ. I didn't mean to fuck you up. I know that fungus be, like, hella hard to deal with, man. Alright. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so let's see. Man, Daigo's wiggling a lot. This is so different. Okay, that's good. That was really good. Oh man, see, when he walks back, he doesn't anti-air. He does not anti-air when he walks back. Not against this character, at least, because, you know, it's a lot harder because of how fast Yun moves in the air. His dive kick is so fast. Oh boy, you guys remember that from the winners set when he did the anti-air stand light kick and he threw him, and I was like, oh, did he car grab him or whatever? And you see how Kazunoko just committed to the DP there. It's like they remember that. That was interesting. Let's see. Building meter. Okay. Oh man. See, that's another thing I took note of. Kazunoko off the stand light punches when he makes the decision to throw. That's usually where he makes the decision to. So when you see him doing this block string, that's like when in his mind he's like, I'm setting up throw. You see? So if I were to play him, I would recognize that and tell myself, okay, when I see this, this is when I'm gonna trigger anti command grab. You know. So that's when I would backdash, hold up, or, you know, ultra or whatever. That's such a cool stance. Okay, so Kazunoko. Oh man. It's so funny how Kazunoko is like in that counter defensive mindset when he neutral jumps and stuff, but it's just like just to throw Daigo off, like, oh, maybe he's doing that now, but then he immediately starts rushing down again. Okay. Oh, that was a pretty big mistake. Okay. Let's see what's changed. Neutral jump, dive kick again. Let's see. Oh, neutral jump again. Neutral jump again. Oh my god, something changed. What changed? Daigo has to figure out. Batman needs to figure this out. Oh, okay. So this is a fluke. All right. So that was another fluke. He's just trying to get my attention away from him dive kicking in on me. Oh man. He backdashed and he jumped again. Remember that, guys? I told you. Look at this. He did it again. Did it again. Did it again. See? Daigo adjusted to that one thing I told you guys about earlier. Off the backdash, and then neutral jump. Okay. That's why Daigo jumped. He just committed to the jump. There was no other reason why, unless he remembered the set from before. So I'm gonna slow this down so you guys can get this visually like down. I want you guys to absorb this. Okay. So trade happens. Kazunoko goes for button. Okay, backdash. Right? Okay. So that backdash obviously covers multiple things. It covers Daigo trying to do toward medium kick Kara into super, or uppercut, or toward medium kick, or whatever, right? And then, see, he neutral jumped. Daigo just like, he was like, yo, I know you're gonna do, I know you're gonna do this. You look how early he jumped. You see that? Like, at regular speed, you don't notice it. It looks like they jumped at the same time, but look at how early he jumped. Look at that. That was really good. And he backdashes again. Look what happens. See, if Daigo could have been on his shit and been like, yo, he's going to do this again. This is something that's ingrained in Kazunoko's muscle memory, you know? That backdash neutral jump, that is in his muscle memory. And another thing, too, is look at this EX lunge punch. That's another thing Kazunoko is notorious for. Let's see. Sweep range is created. Does he neutral jump? Oh, he backdash neutral jump again. Okay, guys. Alright. Let me just let this play out. Oh, that was pretty nice. What happens? Neutral jump again. Oh, wow, that was pretty good. See, he was ready for that. That's why he committed to the fireball. But he wasn't ready for this. Okay, and there's like a mind game that happens right here. I'm going to slow this down. This is pretty good. So after he does the DP, right, you're going to see Kazu backdash. And then he does lunge punch. And it counter hits. That was pretty good. So Daigo was expecting Kazunoko to maybe just walk back. And then, you know, Daigo could have caught him walking because he's not blocking his toes, right? He's not watching his toes. He would have caught him with the low forward here, FADC'd it into something, and his life would have disappeared magically because, you know, Ryu's an asshole. Kazunoko instead just commits. Pretty good. Look at this man. He's so stoic. He's like, I don't know. I can't tell if he's ever happy or sad or whatever. It's so crazy. Oh, nice. Walked forward. See, that's the key thing, guys. You walk forward into the range. Look at that. Walks forward, counter hits. See, he could have did it again. Kazunoko's stubborn. He will do the same thing twice. See, so this is where the tough shit happens. When he starts backdashing, it's because he knows. That's funny. You see how this is a funny mind game. I'm sorry, I gotta keep rewinding this. So you see how he backdashes here, right? Daigo throws him again. What does Daigo do? He does overhead? Alright, cool. But the funny thing is, maybe in Kazunoko's head, why he uppercuts here is because the last situation, Daigo sees, you know, because he knows Daigo is sharp. Like, things don't go unnoticed with this dude. So let's see. So he back throws him because he probably was trying to bait uppercut or whatever. Alright, so you know, he's like, oh, he backdashed. And Kazu's like, oh, he probably knows I backdash. Oh, shit. So he's probably going to option select me, so let me just fucking uppercut. Right? Right here. Boom. That's why he probably committed to it. But of course, Daigo didn't do it. He just went for overhead. And, you know, in situations like that, where somebody is... This is a command grab thing, too. Is in situations where somebody's trying to think of what just happened, like of a mind game that just happened, that's a good time to command grab. See? It's a great time to command grab. Because his mind is not in the present. Okay, so he tries there. That was good. That was good. That was good. That was really good stand tech by Daigo after the cross-up dive kick because he was negative. See, this is when Daigo starts losing. He starts walking back. He should be in that range. He's trying to fight him. This is the issue, guys. It's like Daigo's trying to fight him as if he is trying to find a good range. You see where he is? Like he's trying to fight him as if he's right here. Like right here. He's like this. He's not here. He's all the way back here, but he's trying to fight him here like he's here. That's why a lot of things start whiffing, like, you know. Let's see. Should have just uppercutted. That's how you know Daigo is nervous, man. He's just uncomfortable. He could have just uppercutted. He could have uppercutted not through the FADC part, but I'm saying through the cancel into the shoulder right here. You could have just uppercutted through it and killed him. Oh, that was unfortunate. He just mistimed his anti-air and got totally fucked up for it. Let's see. Oh man, that's interesting. So Kazunoko just immediately commits. He doesn't do the neutral jump, probably because from the first round where Daigo did walk up stand heavy kick, he's like, yeah, fuck that, I'm not letting that happen again. Let me just jump in on you. Try to jump in on top of your stand heavy kick. See, that was a good punish. How he focus dashed that. If you guys didn't know, you can focus dash that if you have a fast enough dash. That was good. The fireball to catch the back dash. That was really good. He notices that Kazunoko is constantly resorting to a throw after throw tech. This situation, after that neutral situation, he's resorting to a jump. That's really good. And it's a range thing too, because look at the range where throw tech what creates. Look at this. So it creates this range. And that's start of the match spacing, right? And this spacing is usually where somebody wants to throw a fireball. So Kazunoko said, he's like, well, I mean, this is a range where fireball's usually invested, so I'm gonna just commit. Gets anti-aired. Not a strong anti-air, but still good. So he's sharp right now, you know? He's maintaining a range and he's anti-airing consistently. That was beautiful. That was really good. This is how I know Daigo is... He doesn't usually punish this like this. He usually does neutral jump. This is the funny thing. He usually neutral jumps the last hit right here. You can just hold up and actually max punish him. But he backdashed, like... I don't know, it's weird. It's so, like, uncharacteristic, the little things that Daigo's doing. Let's see. Okay. That was interesting. Same scenario as the previous round, with a jump in. So with this range, this is a key range right here, because this range is going to dictate the rest of the match. It's all about who can make who uncomfortable at that range. I think that's why Daigo's committing to these, you know, air-to-airs. He's trying to just subtract Yun's biggest tactic. You know, his like most important tactic is how he leverages his dive kick, the threat of his dive kick. So that's why, like, Daigo's focus here is he's a lot sharper, and I think Daigo just notices, like, you know, he's not at that effective range to punish the dive kicks earlier in the winner set. So that's why he's like kind of hugging him at this range, you see? And he's committing more. He's a lot sharper with the air-to-airs. That was pretty good. Okay, so let's see. Let's see Daigo's stoic look again. Wow, look at that guy running, huh? He's like, Daigo! I have advice for you! Okay, start of the match, what happens? Walk. Oh! Kazunoko, you fucking light bulb. God, look at this, man. He did a short dive kick. It's a short dive kick because he knows Daigo is looking for a dive kick because that's how he started off the rounds from the previous two matches. He just short dive kick, just outside of the range, just in time to block. Because the later frames of the DP hit him. So that was pretty good. If he had traveled towards him with a regular DP, it would have definitely hit him. He would have definitely got anti-aired. But as you see, that was really good. Good punish. Oh, that was a really good delayed strong. And Daigo catches on. As you guys see, remember what I told you earlier, is Kazunoko will, you know, he will, let's see, after the lunge punch is where he would like to command grab, and that's why Daigo holds back. That was really good. Remember, ooh, let's see another situation. Rewind it again. Backdash, neutral jump. See, he's ready. See, these are the adjustments that are taking place. So it's not like Daigo didn't adjust in the grand final set. But let's just see if what areas he was weak. Okay. So that button placement there. What did he do? Stand medium kick? I think he probably did stand medium kick. Oh. Or maybe he was buffering uppercut. Very hard to fight around that. Ooh. Oh, that was so good. Oh my god. Wait. Wait, can you guys see my face? I want to show you guys my face. Oh my god. That was so good. Woo! Fuck. Yo, that was crazy. Hold on. Guys. Oh, Jesus Christ. Wait. Yo, that was crazy. Did you see that? Oh my god. This was so godlike. He didn't walk up stand fierce. That was so sick. Yo, that was so godlike. Because in the situation right here, right? Was it here? Right? No, it wasn't here. It was this round. When he does the instant dive and he got bluffed. Yeah, he's like, yeah, fuck that. That's not happening again. I'm gonna make sure that doesn't happen. That was so godlike. Look at this. Oh my goodness, that was beautiful. That's like, that's like a yo. I know what you're trying to do. That's why Kazunoko's like, you know what? Fuck this shit. He's like, you're not gonna scare me. I'm young. Oh my god, he just committed to that. That was crazy. That was really good. That was very good. Wow. Let's see that adjustment. Let's see what happened there. So, I think Kazunoko delayed there because remember after the last situation when he did lunge punch, he went for command grab and Daigo jumped back, right? So that's probably why he did the walk back, delayed crouch strong. So if Daigo does reversal DP, he could have blocked it in time. So what ends up happening is this range is created. The same range where, you know, throw tech in the corner happens, or shoulder spacing, and he neutral jumps. And Daigo probably again is like, alright, let me go air to air this again, but Kazunoko is sharp, and he's ready. You see? And again, what did I tell you guys earlier? Command grabs are super efficient in areas when you perform them in a situation where somebody's thinking about the previous mind game that just occurred. You see how Kazunoko air to aired him, right? That's a big thing right there, because that was a mind game that Daigo was exploiting in the previous match, right? But now, Kazunoko just told him, like, yo, you better adjust. And in that moment where Daigo is like, oh shit, he just adjusted, that's where he does the walk-up command grab. So it was really beautiful. That was really good. Let's see. Oh wow, so Daigo thought he was gonna commit to the empty dive kick again, so that's why he did the walk up strong, walk up for fierce. But he just does regular jump in medium kick. Damn, that's rough. So let's see. Okay, so that was interesting. So he does the walk up stand heavy kick. I think he's anticipating that Kazunoko goes back to the previous mind game of you know, like neutral jumping, just to kind of figure him out. But he's not doing it anymore. But he still got hit. So let's see. Walk up throw. What happens? Backdash? Oh, you clever cat. Okay. So when he did that DP, it was again after a throw. Maybe, you know, Kazunoko's like, right back to that mind game where when Daigo throws me, he tries to come for pressure to catch my crouch tech that I never do, because fuck crouch teching. Oh, that was rough. Let's see how he keeps neutral jumping? He's neutral jumping at that range. Daigo's trying to snipe it. He's trying to create a situation where he can snipe it, instead of just trying to do it raw like in neutral. So he's trying to do it off of block stun. That's why he's like trying to like hit him with something. That was really good. Daigo Umehara. Let's see. Oh, okay. Oh man. See? That's funny. Cut. Right after the lunge punch, he just committed the uppercut. Okay, so this is good. So he knows that, you know, Kazunoko's in that air mode, so he's gonna just, that's his focus right now. This is the big thing about this set, is Daigo was much more alert as far as like Kazunoko's mindset in that moment. You know, he wasn't trying to outguess him. He was actually looking for cues, like, this is what Kazunoko is trying to do, so let me now counter this. See, now he's trying to air him. Oh, that's where Daigo messed up. He just messed up. Oh man. Oh, you see, guys, he's doing it again. Oh my god. God, wait, these last, like, I'm gonna slow down these, like, last couple seconds. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, so the neutral jump. So you know Kazunoko's in that mindset. That's where his damage is gonna come from. He wants the neutral jump. Okay, so that was a good stand medium kick. Risky, but it worked. Okay, so he aired him. All right. So maybe that fake dive kick was to tell Daigo, like, I'm still in this mindset of jumping, right? So he catches his backdash. He's that light kick, right? Maybe to bait his uppercut. But it also tells Daigo, I'm in the jumping mode. So Daigo tries to, you know, preemptive. Look at that. But he gets aired. So what happens here? Okay. He backdash. Why did he backdash? What did I tell you guys last time? The mind game. The mind game. Daigo thinks that Kazunoko is going to command grab. So he's like, fuck that. I'm still close enough if he command grabs to do a low forward into a fireball to kill. That's why he FADCs. That's why he backdashes right here in this moment. I'll play it again. So after the air-to-air, he dashes up. He thinks, okay, he's going to command grab me again, so I'm going to backdash. Simple things like that. People just miss this when they watch. Because it goes so fast, you know? Oh, that was really good. Should have uppercutted. Oh, man. Daigo's on tilt, man. This is how the comeback. Oh, my God. No. No. Oh, my God. Please. Just fucking hit him. Jesus Christ. Oh, my God. What the fuck? Oh, jeez. Ah, uppercut. So stressful. Let me see. Okay. Oh, baby. Okay, so let me rewind this. Okay, so he does walk up level 3 focus, right? I think Daigo is still in that mind game with the dive kicks. And this is funny because look at Kazunoko does neutral fierce, thinking Daigo's gonna air to air or something, right? But it's funny that Daigo held the focus because he was anticipating, like, okay, Kazunoko, I know you're going to continue that aspect of the mind game that we were in, that phase. Like, you're going to transition into the dive kick mode because I countered you, I get it. And he just didn't do it. Because Kazunoko wasn't even playing it there. He was just, like, in his own young world with bubbles and horses and shit, frolicking in green fields. Oh my god, that was brutal. Wait. Let's watch this again. Okay, that was good. Oh man, that delayed crouch tech, that's so brutal. Oh man, Kazunoko, man, he's so determined. This is such a fast set. Holy shit, how's this set like only 10 minutes long? Oh my god, wait, that was so fast. What the hell just happened? Oh, Daigo did stand jab. See, that's Daigo back to his observation mode, because the fact that Kazunoko neutral jumped and did heavy punch last time, probably mind fucked him, and he's like, wait, is he not? He's not doing this anymore? But look, oh god. Oh man. And the thing too about like that stand jab is like, based off of risk, it's very low risk because, you know, Kazunoko has fucking three bars, man. You know what he's trying to land. You know what I'm saying? Oh, and he lands it. God damn it. God damn it, Kazunoko. Oh, man, look at that. So now at the ranges where Kazunoko was neutral jumping, well, he was just committing to it, right, preemptively, right? Because he's doing it offensively. Now he's doing it as a counter-defensive option because he's moving back, and he's just keeping him in corner. And then it allows him to initiate. See, he went for the command grab again. That was funny. Oh, man. Oh, he just missed him. This was really... Oh, that was rough. That was good, though, how he, like, chased him down. That was so good, because he knew that Daigo was in that mindset. Because this was a scramble, right? Look at this. This was kind of crazy. This was like a huge scramble situation. Right here. So he just knew he wanted to reset himself. That's why he just committed to the EX lunge punch. Because Kazunoko wasn't really abusing it in this set. Like he does, you know, in other matchups. But... So, yeah.